We are delighted to host this third edition of CCIA's Transatlantic Digital Economy Dialogue today.
We're back with the dialogues because the last dialogue was 2 years ago, and we're very happy that it's taking place in Brussels.
I think that shared data flows that are important for both economic reasons and for expression of human rights will be one of the top topics that we have, because we share the values in that, and we want to see those values perpetuated not just in our bilateral relationship, but around the world.
We will discuss cybersecurity and how we can cooperate to have a really secure and safe space. We will discuss development, how to help collectively to have more digital development in the world. We will discuss 5G.
I think we're all facing some common challenges. How do we get these next generation networks deployed, which is going to take massive amounts of capital? I think the key is for regulators like us in the U.S. to fundamentally reform our regulatory structures to spur that kind of massive deployment we need to see.
It is great to hear stakeholders provide their recommendations to EU and U.S. regulators on how we can ensure that our increasingly digitized transatlantic economy continue to deliver economic growth, jobs, innovation, and benefit our citizens and our society.
We want to inject a little bit of startup into the policy making and also into the transatlantic dialogues between the EU and the U.S.
For us, really, the policy measures that need to be taken is to, on the one hand, preserve the innovation capability of online platforms, and on the other hand, put in place measures that allow people to access platforms and take advantage of their current opportunities.
We need to really look at where we can exchange best practice on digital regulation, on digital skills, on free and open data flows in the context of strong data protection, and also strong collaboration on R&D and standards.
When we regulate with consumer protection in mind, we also need to take into consideration that we've got different types of end users, such as the enterprise space. So we should not regulate broadly end users, but we should take into consideration the differences and the divergences between both types of end users.
When you make policy that has nexus to the internet, whether it's on privacy, whether it's on free expression, intermediary liability, to consider what are the effects on citizens and businesses in other countries.